Boom, boom. Okay, now it's working. All the. All right, hold on, everybody. The all the sound devices changed. There we go. All right, yeah. So, thank you. Yeah, this looks better. The other one was just too noisy, too. I almost want to say too childish. Um, but yeah, this almost looks honestly. What this reminds me of is a here in the states. It reminds me of a license plate holder. One of the little frame things you can buy to go over a license plate. This looks exactly like one. I know the license plates out where you guys are. I don't even think you can get customized versions of what you have. I've never seen one anyway. It's just the white rectangle with alphanumeric characters on it. We over here, my state especially, they can go over they can go overboard with the number of license plates that you can do. In fact, I don't know how police can even really make it out so much with the number of. There's got to be over 100 different styles of Florida license plate. I personally have one that is contributes towards saving sea turtles, so it's got a little sea turtle and stuff on it. But yeah, that's what this reminds me of. This is too loud in my ear. I'm going to turn my own volume down. But anyway, so yeah, last time we were in here, Subnautica was not acting up. Our custom plates just slightly change the boldness. You can get different letters. Okay. Okay. I don't have a vanity plate or anything. I don't have it. I used to. I used to have one that had lost with some numbers after it. Just because I was really terrible at directions. But that was before. That was before I learned to pay attention, really. But no, last time we were in Subnautica, some of the mods weren't working right. There was this thing that would spawn up in the sky that really wasn't supposed to be there. But there were a few things that weren't quite working the way they were supposed to. But really, what pushed me over the edge midway through my last stream is when for the second time, I went and I started a base on the enforcement platform island, and when I saved and then reloaded because I was having a problem with the controller navigating the menus, the base was gone, and the sea moth teleported itself back to the life pod. Not really a big deal. It's not usually a dangerous swim to go back to the life pod from the island, but the fact that my base won't be there when I reload the game, that's kind of a deal breaker. You gotta have that. If that's not working, then yeah. But anyway, I went and I checked out checked up with all the mods. Apparently, a whole bunch of them had some updates. So I updated a lot of the mods. This is a new splash background, so that is something that's new. I think they've actually added something new with the prototype mod. There's something about a phase gate. It says right here here, I'll move over. There we go. It says right over here, for the prototype expansion phase gate update. I have no idea what that is. So that's going to be interesting. The things are still happening out of order. I played maybe 10 minutes off camera just to make sure that this stuff was working, that the bases were, I could build it and I could save it and it would come back, because otherwise I was going to restart. And I still kind of feel like I should restart, but I don't know. Unless somebody tells me to, I'm not. I mean, it's day 5. This Iris Leviathan has been kicking my ass. It is this Leviathan is part of this mod called Atlantis Rise. That it's something mechanical. I've never even actually seen it. The only picture I've seen of it was on the thumbnail of the mod itself, and it's kind of like a circular thing with a big red eye in the middle. And that's all that I've seen of it so far. I don't even know if it actually moves around the map. The only thing I've ever seen, all I know is that when it's attacking me, red flashes. The whole screen starts to flash red, and I know that I got to get somewhere safe. but what's safe? Being in the sea moth is not safe because it'll just tell. What it does is it teleports the entire sea moth somewhere. Uh, the least the the first time this ever happened to me, I wasn't in the sea moth. I got teleported all the way down to 1,400 meters around in a volcanic area when I was still on the first air tank. So that killed me. There was no getting out of that. The second time, I was in the sea moth, and it teleported me. Well, the second time I was actually in the life pod, and it couldn't teleport me. I guess apparently when I'm in a base, it can't teleport me. So I know that much. If I'm in a base, it can't come get me. But in this, it teleported me in and the sea moth like a kilometer up in the air. So I fell back down, made a splash landing. I can't remember if the sea moth was damaged by that or not. There was some damage, but I don't know if it was from the landing or from the iris. I don't know. But the third, let's see, the last time, this last playthrough when it got me, it teleported me out into the void, 900 meters down, when my sea moth can only go 200. So it's the ghost leviathans spawned, were coming after me. I could not make it up. I could not make it shallow enough before the sea moth exploded. Then I was able to use a air bladder to get up to maybe, I think it was around 200 before something took a bite out of me and killed me. But then the game kind of froze. It stuck there with the loading screen for like 5 minutes. So it wasn't moving on, and I basically had to reload from a save. So that death didn't actually happen. The sea moth is still, it came back because the game kind of messed up. But let's see, maybe we won't have those problems today. I already it's weird, I kind of have a feel that things are a little smoother. The screen certainly seems, I don't know, somewhat more vibrant to me, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. But let's get in there. Rather than just keep talking to myself here, let's go into play. 4 hours, 40 minutes. Let's get this thing loaded. But I'm toying with the idea of changing some of the parameters of the iris, because you can do that in the mod menu. Because right now, it can spawn, or it can... Excuse me, I am so sorry. It's the thing about having a late stream like this, is that I just ate dinner, so... My apologies. Where was I talking? Oh, the iris. You can change some of the settings, like what depth you are, or what depth triggers it to come after you. And it can come after you or come after me, sorry, if I'm below 50 meters. And I'm really toying with, okay, I don't know what that green emblem means. I haven't a clue. The fact that I'm right by the island kind of makes me want to go check. Makes me want to go check the prototype sub area to see if maybe there's a new console there or something. This is interesting. And I was also toying around with the idea today. I know I'm not playing hardcore. I've already tried that. This with that Leviathan, playing hardcore is just stupid, and it's fading away. It's gone. I don't know what that means. Let's see if there's something new in here. But toying around... No, I forgot what I was talking about. Toying around with the idea of something, and now the idea is gone. But that's new. facility detection factor. This terminal relays data on the aliens' ability to hear their technology. By analyzing the data, this PDA was able to extract a modular implement, allowing this sound to be perceived by humans. I don't know how that would happen. I could understand it if a PDA could understand it. So if the mod creators, I suggest changing that. Allowing this sound to be perceived by this PDA is what I would do. Implementation requires advanced oh, never mind. It requires advanced alien bodily interface to function. Further data. Okay, so all right, so it's a quest to modify ourselves. I misread that, or I didn't read far enough. Is what happened. Okay. Let's go see if there's anything else that's new. One of my regular followers on last stream had made a comment that this is kind of reminiscent of the Borg from Star Trek. And at the moment, I kind of somewhat agreed a little bit. Now, but now that I think about it a little bit more, it's reminiscent of the outside of a Borg ship, but not really the inside. The inside was really just more industrial. There wasn't anything in it to be.
Facility structural analysis complete. Adding new material profile to database.
Why didn't I do that last time? But yeah, it does not have that Borg feel rocking around the inside of the place. Because it was all about function, not form with them. I don't remember scanning that. Why are there two fabricators? I bet you this is a glitch. Huh? Yeah, this is a glitch. Why do I hear the death music? That's a glitch too. Because now there's two things in there. Alright, well. I wonder if they're all going to be doing that. Shouldn't be anything new over in here. No, I don't see anything new. Alright. So it was originally just that one console kind of letting me know that there is a new mod quest line for modifying our bodies, which is a whole lot more like Subnautica 2. All right, so right now I think we should focus on building up the base, making home. Although, okay, can't go into the menu. Do I have an ion cube on me? I'm not sure if the normal story progression radio signals are going to happen the way they're supposed to. Because in that first stream, the Iris teleported me all the way down to like the end game stage. I think things are happening out of order and some things just aren't happening at all. So I will either have to employ some cheats to trigger those events, um, which might be the better option, or have some workarounds. Like right now, if I'm not going to get the radio signal from Officer Keene um, indicating where dry land is, then I have to reasonably come up with a way to locate that island on my own. And one of those ways is because I've found this island. Do I have a... I don't. I'm going to have to go get an ion cube. And I'm going to need to make a couple of trips to the life pod and back just to move some equipment. All right. We are low on water. Well, do we want to... probably, since we're here, let's just make use of these bulbo trees. I don't want to hit it 5 times. I think 5 times kills it. I don't really know if they heal. I hope they can. I mean, in the respect that I'd rather the tree still be there. All right. I need an ion cube. Because one of the things I really hate starting a base when I don't have... excuse me. When I don't have the multi-purpose room.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And there's an ion cube. That's all I needed. All right. It would be kind of nice to have a new battery. But we're going to explore this island, just like I think any reasonable player would do, is explore this island. Now that you've found it. I mean, that's how you go inside the big building, the enforcement platform. So we're going to explore the island. Trying to remember where the other purple tablets are. I think they're all in the water. Oh, crap. I missed the bird. Oh, another one. Whee! Must be a certain distance before they despawn. It'd be kind of cool to watch it go all the way over there to the Aurora. Oh. Oh, I didn't even know I could grab you. I've already scanned one. And here's where my grow lights interfere with what I can see because they're on my... makes me see my own reflection in my glasses. I need to get anti-glare glasses. Do I not have a flashlight? It's just not loaded. Okay. And there's another one of those little green things. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I don't want to go there. I'd really rather not use the flashlight because I know I'm going to need that battery. I could just use it to kill it. Grab it and then throw it against the wall. There we go. This is what we were looking for. I have already scanned one of these, apparently. Hey! How you doing? It's got to be late or late or very early where you are. I think you were like almost exactly 12 hours apart. So about 7 a.m., right? 9. Okay. Okay, so 14 hours apart. Yeah. Well, it's good to see you. Well, I was guessing 12. That's an easy math though. But yeah, I'm replaying this. I'm playing it with mods, which has increased the difficulty tremendously, especially this one mod that there is a Leviathan called the Iris, which is apparently a construct um, made by what I don't really know yet. I don't know the lore. It just the mod looked interesting. It actually looked really big. Some of the things, something defined that I haven't gotten there yet. But this thing, when it's triggered, when it starts to come after you, I've never seen it. All I know is that the screen flashes red, which is kind of a warning, and then as it gets closer and closer, it flashes in higher frequency. Ooh, something to scan. Alien ancient floater. That is out of place. Where is the ancient floater? Um, but when it hones in on you, it does two things. It spawns other creatures to hunt you. And one time it did. It spawned one of the big ghost leviathans, which kept kept pushing around the life pod that I was in. And if you're not fast enough to get away from it or to get in a habitat of some kind, it will teleport you to a random location. And the first time that it happened to me, I had no idea that that's what it was. I had no idea that it was the Leviathan. But I was just teleported to, let's just say, a very deep area that you go to late game that I had no way of surviving with my current tech level. So it was just an instant death for me. It killed me right then and there. And when I posted a short about that, the creator of the mod found it and kind of reached out to say, hey, this isn't work. Some things weren't spawning right. I don't think it was I don't think it was the iris that wasn't working correct. It was one of the base things that didn't load right because there was this big circle thing up in the sky that wasn't supposed to be there. But it was really cool that the maker of the mod found the short and sent a message. That was it. That was really cool. So I've been every time I had an encounter with this thing, I've been posting one, and lo and behold, they've reached back out and had, at least had a comment, usually laughing at me. Because yeah, that's a teleporting is someplace that you're not supposed to be, especially when it teleports you someplace so deep that you can't survive it. It's just, how are you supposed to? What's the defense against that? There isn't one. I can only imagine if I had tried to make the choice to play this, to be so cocky as to try and play this on hardcore. I suppose I should bring in these up when I scan them. A hardy specimen that grows on land. It tastes like this isn't something new. Self repairs over time. This isn't even one of the interesting plants. But I know what I'm looking for is nearby. Actually, one of them's up there. I don't know if you've been to this part of the game yet, so hopefully I'm not spoiling it. Some of the things you'll see are vanilla. Some things won't. There's some really cool new creatures. I think the coolest that I've seen so far is the mod called the pod shell, which is kind of a turtle-like organism. Really, they get really, really big, and they make this massive, deep sound that makes everything shake. And if you're playing with a controller, it makes the controller shake. There we go. That's not what I was looking for, but
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
I'll save those for when I have them in order. Like when I have number 1, then I can play number 1 to get the whole story. Was it this way? No, I think I need to keep going. There we are. This is what I was looking for.
Subterranean pathways and several faint energy signatures in the region.
Hold on. Got to do a little moderating. Block a bot. And I still don't know what that little green symbol is over on the right. That has something to do with the prototype mod, I'm sure. Oh, no, I don't want that. Come on, come get me. Come get me. No. Bye-bye. Come on. Where'd you go? All right, and here comes. This is my favorite thing in the game. It's a marble melon. It's a crispy melon. All right, we are going to need... Oh yeah, we definitely need to scan that. I want to leave one, so let's...
New blueprint acquired.
All right, yeah, let's... That's not what I meant to do. Well, I can eat that one. What? Why? There we go. And that's just for regrowing purposes, really. If I have a battery that runs out, I've got one more battery that has got a little bit amount of charge in it. That's what I wanted. This is what I was here for. Echo. Oh yeah, and I did see something that another streamer did, a base building style that I thought was really cool, and I may try to redo that. It was a way of building the extra large room and wall placement with lockers to separate. Of course, the way that I like to use the big glass lockers. There's voice log number 2. A battery! Yay! Number 1.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ultra Glide.
New blueprint
Of course, I'm
acquired.
not going to be able to make those until I have the modification station. Oh, the wall planter. I always thought this was really cool, but I always felt like you should have been able to do more with this. Like maybe plant some of the, either plant some things in it or harvest this stuff for something, or if you have this, have it be like an oxygen producer if the power's out. Something. It felt like, why am I stuck? It felt like there should have been some other use to that. I've got a bunch of little caveats about this game. Like my biggest one is why would scanning something with a scanner give you resources if you've already scanned one? That's just doesn't make sense. I've always had a little bit of a, what do you call it? Pet peeve, maybe we call it, or an opinion about that creative decision. I mean, I understand that you would want a benefit for something you've already scanned once if you want to scan it again. Come on. There we go. All right. But maybe it should like tell you to switch to the fabricator and then defabricate it. That makes much more sense to me. But I gotta keep telling myself it's just a game. I don't know. I'm a stickler for the little details. When I was writing my novel, when I was first coming up with the idea for the story, I had more ideas for the world building than I did the actual story development. And because if you could see, I don't even think I have it anymore, but if you could see the earliest drafts of those first 2 chapters, you would see exactly that.
New blueprint acquired.
Because there's a saying when it comes to writers, show don't tell, and I did a pretty poor job of that on my very first draft. But that was just me really just avoiding boredom. Why are there 2 log number 1s? I already have that. All right, I think that is everything from this one. Now we have to go over to the other one. Going down is a whole lot easier than going up. We want to go over there, though. Ooh. Let's drink a water. Might have to go back for one of those marble melons. Actually, could I have planted those? I bet I could have. Bart Torhold log number 3.
New PDA data.
Indoor grow bed. Very important. Kind of an interesting choice for part Torgal to grow a fern palm. It's not really useful. Oh yeah, I already scanned one of those in that first underground cave. I do want to pick one up though. And is that all? Is that really all that's in here? Okay. I'd swear that there was a box with a piece of a stasis rifle in one of them. Where was that over there? I'd swear. Oh no. Okay, that's in the jelly shroom. I remember that now. Okay. All right, trying to try and trying to find the teleport room to go back. That can be kind of a challenge. I have a feeling it was on the other side of the island. Ooh. Ooh. That doesn't look friendly. I wish we had some binoculars or something. Yeah, that's usually the spot you come up when you get the notification for where the Officer Keen, where he said the rendezvous point is. It's down there. That would have been a not so fun rendezvous point. All right, I remember crossing the bridge, so the place I need to go is somewhere down here. Oh, please tell me I didn't just screw myself. Okay. Yeah, we crossed to that, so this is the way back. Because here's, oh, inventory full. I wonder how you grow the large one. I've never tried. Can you just put the regular marble melon back and it'll grow into a big one? Or do I have to cut? No, I did cut a big one. Can't carry anything more. Got to go back to the island and finish building the base. Huh. Yeah. All right. You can see the island in the distance. When you do it at a certain angle. That's not supposed to happen, I'm sure. All right, where was that cave? I'll bet you this is it. This feels like it. Yep. All right. All right, let's go back. That was a little weird flash. Like we were somewhere else. Let's just grab that. And now our inventory is full. I don't, you know what, I can't slide down that. I'll take damage. But maybe I could, I don't think I can jump far enough out to land in the water. I don't want to be on that side of the island. Ugh. Oh. Ah, inventory full. Let's drink of water. There's the enforcement platform up there. Nope. Oh, no. Well, actually, I could. I could. Oh, no, 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 no. That was stupid. If I were one of these mod makers, I would have put something dangerous right here in this room. All right.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right. Let's unload some of this stuff. Actually, let's go build. Oh, I need one more titanium, don't I? Outdoor grow bed is no. Is it 4 or 2? Exterior cost 2. All right, we can do that. Let's do that actually. Easiest method of renewable food and water. Actually, this would be a great place to have one of those large rooms. So let's go this way. Maybe right here. Right here sounds good. Oops. I put it away. There it is. Indoor, where's the outdoor? I am still pushing the wrong button. There we go.
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy.
Really?
McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches and stank root.
All right. I want to have most of this filled up with those marble melons because that's the most efficient thing to eat because you get a lot of water. All right. Not to mention, it's of all the things that you can eat on this planet, that probably tastes the best. You read some of the descriptions on how some of those fish taste. It's really kind of gross. Whoa, what was that? It occurred to me that this might not. Let's hope this is a safe place to build this. With these mods, it didn't even occur to me that this might not be a safe place. All right, what else? All right, I haven't discovered the battery charger or any of that stuff yet. And I know if I'm going to build any of the large rooms or such, I'm going to need a lot more titanium. I think the best course of action to do right now is going to be to run back over towards the life pod, grab some stuff, and bring it back. And maybe break. Oh, I didn't realize that was damaged. Oh.
Welcome aboard Cap Systems Online.
You know what we could do while we're moving, we could listen to some of these logs. Terminal data scan data. Degassi survivors. All right. Bart we'll listen to later. But Degassi voice log number 1. Feels like I should have found more of those.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
All right, I keep forgetting one of the mods, which I hadn't even tested since the reinstall of one. Is the map? Here we go. Yeah. Where are we? We're here, heading south. We can actually start marking off some of these wrecks. Let's actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's headed south to my right. Should be a wreck this way. Oh, no, it's a life pod. Life pod 3. They already have a sea glide, so that's... But I am going to need some titanium, so let's go ahead and scan it. Like I said, the scanner shouldn't be able to give us titanium. That's just... doesn't make sense.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a massive 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cell Eric to this one should double that.
You don't think there's something out there that's faster than that, do you?
Oh, I'm sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the lifeboat.
You're calm about this.
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
That was different. That must have been one of the mod creators must have added that or recorded that. I'm not sure why, because that was just about the same. Oops, I should go and mark that off on the map. That was just about the same. What's the word? Context. Which way am I going? I'm headed the wrong way. Same line, same. Why am I having a hard time with that word? Dialogue. There we go. Same dialogue. Okay, it should be to my left. And sometimes it's just a mess out here, yeah. There might be a couple of things that I don't know if I've scanned yet. We can get out and pay attention. All right, yeah, I've been here. I've already scanned this, so let's go mark that off. Did I scan a beacon? Nope. Okay.
New blueprint acquired.
We'll just pretend that we use the fabricator to turn that into titanium. I need to get that compass. Is that already in the... Was that already in the... Am I going the right way? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. The fabricator? Or was that a blueprint I had to unlock? I don't remember. Alright, let's mark that one off too. Alright. Whoa. Whoa. I don't think that's supposed to be there. What is that? That is massive. Please tell me that's not where my grab trap is. I really don't think that's a... Oh, I wonder if that iris thing spawned that. Could it have? Could it have spawned that? It never went away? Where's my grab trap? Oh, I think it's over there. I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, it's over there. Oh, it makes a bit of sense. I bet it's eating all the fish right at the grab trap. Wonder if it would go away if I was able to get the grab trap turned off. That's a good question. How far away are you? Are you like getting really close to me right now? What is that? Okay. This is different. What? Num lick. That's not really usable. I'm gonna say that's vessel fix. No idea. Okay, yeah, definitely bringing these back. Oh, I can't fit that. Hmm. All right, well, we'll have to come back here. Now that thing is over there. Let's get in the sub just to be safe. Not that I don't know, that thing looks big enough like it could actually, it could maybe get me in one go. And that's the direction I need to go now. Great. Where'd it go? Did it just despawn? Nope, it's over there. I am not brave enough to go and scan that thing. One of my little ideas for today, being that I'm not doing hardcore anymore, was trying to say, why don't we make like a little wager, so to speak, on whether or not I can stay alive the whole stream. And one of the should I lose, should I die, one of my little thoughts was that I'd have to drink that. Oh. I don't know if you can tell what that is. That is 99 watermelons. What 99 watermelons is a schnapps. It is a very hard schnapps. Watermelon flavored, 99 proof liquor. And that burns going down. 99 proof means it's almost 50% alcohol. So halfway, actually no, even isopropyl alcohol is like only like 80%. What is that thing sticking out of the water? What is that? That's the grow bed, isn't it? All right. Probably need to make a new locker. Put some stuff away.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I do need to think about making a fabricator in here. But for now, let's just put things away. I will probably have a locker dedicated just to this alien stuff. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? All right. Let's keep the titanium. I can put one of those away. All right. Alright, we can probably go eat some marble melons. They grow pretty fast. %. Oh, they're pretty close to being done. 3. I can go extend. You know what? This needs to be a different. I need a different one. No, about a titanium. I don't know how cool looking the base is going to be. Let's break one, and we can pick up the other. Actually, lantern tree's not done growing yet. All right. Probably head back and get more materials. I put that gold away. They put the spent battery away too. It probably takes 2 to make the ladder. I can go ahead and, of course, I can't make the ladder until I have a hab on top of that tube. All right. No. Okay. Yeah, head back.
Welcome aboard Cap Systems Online.
Alrighty. Of course, in the 10 minutes that I was playing by myself today, just to make sure the save would work. And yes, I did use. I'm gonna be honest. I did. Being that I've built that moon pool twice and gathered the resources to build it twice, and the game effed it up and removed it from the save, I used a cheat. I used just to give me the resources to build it again. So I did that, so I didn't have to go. I mean, I don't really consider that cheating because the game is the one that messed it up. But if any of you out there seem to watch this, like, oh, he's cheating. What? Sort of. I did use the command console, but only because the game deleted the base when I reloaded the save. When technically I built that thing twice, so I could have given myself twice the amount of resources, but I didn't. I just built the one. I didn't even give me the resources to build the pipe coming out of it, the I compartment. Now a T compartment. Oh crap! Forgot about this thing that's over here. Where is it? Oh, I went right by it. Are those some dead birds? Is that thing eating the birds? No, it's not dead. Why are there so many right here? Oh, I so want to know what that thing is. Gotta keep remembering to fix my posture. Oh, is it? No, 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 no. Oh, it's going after the peeper. But I don't want to be that close. That looks like it could just decimate the shallows. While we're here, might as well go ahead and catch a fish. Actually, probably two.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer. Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should
And
be...
if she doesn't,
Just tell her the regular, dude.
okay.
The
If I say regular, she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
Okay, oh, you know what? Let's pin that. That's important. I shouldn't need that. All right, okay, let's go, let's eat the peepers. Drink of water, and let's go break down. I might want to bring that grab trap with me. Where did I leave? There it is. This feels like a pretty good place to do a save. Like I said, I got a lot of mods on here. Something might not work right. Where did I park or make that base? That's it right there, isn't it?
Welcome aboard, Captain. Warning, emergency power only.
Let's get above that 50-meter mark. Remember, like I said, the iris can be triggered anytime you go below 50 meters. So trying to minimize that's kind of important. Let's see, where's... I'm sorry, axe tail. That's honestly one way I thought that the devs might allow us to hurt some of the other creatures in Subnautica 2 is by running into them with the vehicles. We're coming up on our halfway point. I might just pause it for a minute. Go get some water and run to the bathroom. It's also kind of hot in here. These lights I got going are really hot. I should have grabbed more stuff out of the locker in the life pod. Whoops. That's the base. Okay. Those look like eyes for a minute.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, it was about as smooth of a landing as you can get. Docking, I mean. All right. If I want to make a fabricator, what? Why are there two of them? VF fabricator. Fabricator can craft upgrades for the Seamoth, Prawn, Cyclops, and all vehicles. Okay. Table coral. I don't think there's table coral over here. That sucks. Oh yeah, still putting stuff away. Do I not have any lithium? I probably should make a what do you call it? I do. One of those reinforced walls. Takes 3 titanium? That sucks. Alright, you know what? Let's just put them around in here. I'm usually a window guy, but in here, I don't think I care. Alright. We're gonna take a small break. You're right. And I'm back. Thank you, everybody. Why is the controller not working? Oh, I know why. Game has to be in focus. Okay. Table coral. So I gotta run back over there anyway. Let's put all this stuff away. Okay. Let's see how the marble melons are doing. %. Not ready. Okay. Let's just drink of water then.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Systems online.
Actually, now that we have that code, we could go to the Aurora, which might be more interesting to watch than just doing these supply runs back and forth. I know I'm not going to need the rebreather. I should leave that. But we can leave it in the life pod. Yeah, we don't want to approach it from over here. There's a Reaper, at least one Reaper, probably two, between here and there. So we'll go ahead and go back to the regular life pod. We got to go back anyway. I always found it fun to hop out of the water. Oh, crap. Well, I gotta admit, that thing is huge and menacing, but it doesn't look like it's very fast. All right. We want to wear that one and then leave this one behind. Okay. Now we'll find batteries along the way. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's make a save. All right, let's go do the Aurora. Nope. Am I turned around the wrong way? There it is. Now, can we get there without having to encounter whatever this giant eel-like thing is? Where'd it go? Watch it be like right behind me. That's weird. It's like it's gone now. Okay, I'll take it. I forget, is this a wreck we can go inside of? have I already? Got a door, but it's not a cuttable door. Oh, it's a repairable door. No, I don't want to scan the sea glide. We already got plenty of those. I already have a beacon. I don't think I have a command chair, though.
New blueprint acquired.
Um, it's one of the glitches I have found in Subnautica 2 is that sometimes their version of a sea glide, the lights, well, they turn on. You can see them illuminate the water. They don't always illuminate the objects in front of it. And that is something I hope they fix, because that is really annoying, and I have to restart the game in order to fix that. Alright, so not really anything useful in there. And I'm turned around. We want to go this way. In fact, let's go ahead and drink that water. Right now, the only reason why we're not being irradiated is because we have the radiation suit on. All right. That'll be useful. I don't want to fill up my inventory with things I might not need. We got something over here at the surface. Life pod 4. Apparently I've been here. I don't remember going there.
life form readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
It doesn't happen often, but the Reaper can show up in here. And I'm going to want this to shoot all of them away. I haven't scanned one of them. Oh, no, that was an infected one. I'm going to be out of battery on this pretty soon. So I can't take that battery.
New blueprint acquired.
Wait. I thought it was the up button to change the battery. Okay, it's that button. Oh, I didn't bring a... Good thing there's one here. Okay, that's not the captain's quarters. Six, 4, 8, 3.
Writing new PDA data.
This is kind of hard to do with a controller. 6, 4, 8, 3.
Databank corruption was detected on your PDA blueprint. Your technology blueprints have been updated. New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
I don't see anything useful in there. That's just a story. In-game lore story. You know what? Let's go get some air. would think this would be more of a plasma cutter than a laser cutter. Feels like I'm missing something. All right.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, we already knew that. Big green laser beam shot us down. Personnel unaccounted for. Non-essential systems maintenance chief Riley Robinson. That's us. Ooh, that could be useful. What was that splash? Oh. Oh. That's the other thing. Once you scan it, why would it disappear? They don't do that in Subnautica 2, so they've kind of fixed that. Sort of. They still give you resources if you scan something else of the same thing. But
Picking up a faint black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
I think we already found that, actually. Black box signature, we already got it.
New blueprint acquired.
We're probably coming at this backwards. we doing on inventory space? Plenty. All right. So we're gonna get a lot of water. We're gonna get some food blocks.
New blueprint acquired.
Vending machine's always kind of cool for aesthetics. It's not exactly useful.
New blueprint acquired.
Today's menu.
Integrating new PDA data.
Space bear below it. Oh, you're essentially eating tardigrades. Oh, I didn't know that. Hmm. Ah, we're gonna want some beds, or at least a bed.
New blueprint acquired.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you, but I need you to understand that I want to change our arrangement.
I hear what you're saying, and I will try to respect it. How would you like to change it?
I would like to reduce our contact hours.
How much further can we do that?
To 0.
You're dumping me.
I'm changing the terms of our relationship.
How is it still a relationship if we don't see each other?
It's a relationship of a kind. You have so many expectations.
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
That's not a feeling. It's a judgment. And I feel hostility in what you're saying. Perhaps your jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am happy for you, and I'm happy for all the guys in the prawn bay. I'm just not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
Integrating new PDA data.
God, I hope this is not the future mankind is headed for. Corporatocracy. Charity is an archaic concept. Yeah, I don't need to read any more of that. Can we even get into cabin 5? No. More posters? No. Oh, yep. What are we doing on space? One more slot. I'm going to have to... let's eat a block and drink of water. I don't see anything else in here. I mean, there's another bag, but we already have one. Cabin 1. I don't think we have the code for cabin 1. Can't get into cabin 2. Captain's quarters. That we do have the code for. Terminal data, any code, voice log. Oh, I never listened to voice log number 2, did I? We'll do that here in a second. Codes and clues, right there. 2679. All right, let's go. Voice log number 2.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like. Let him go deal with the plan.
Son,
New blueprint
go deal with the
acquired.
plants.
Bard, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've not been looking over there. How you doing, female writer? I got the mods fixed. I think. So far, so good so far, anyway.
Integrating new PDA data.
Can't complain. Still trying to figure out how to bring in more viewers. This is not working. It was suggested that I try to play Stardew Valley. I almost cringe at the idea of that. It is not at all my kind of play. I like a story. I like some kind of little bit of suspense. And I don't know. Stardew Valley, from what I understand, is really just kind of a relaxing, chill kind of game. You garden, you fish. Not even very good graphics to do all that stuff in. So I don't know. That and the fact that I had to pay $15 to go get it. I don't know. It's not really my cup of tea, but I got to do something different. What I might have to do is start changing out my days, where I'll do Subnautica on one day, and then I'll switch it out with a different game another. I'll have to figure out what that next game would be. I just have to judge by what I see being played. All right, I'm gonna have to start dropping things. Let's drop the dead battery, and we'll pick up the good battery. There's another battery. I don't know. I have any room. Oh, we can drop the dead fire extinguisher.
Integrating new
There's the new
PDA
code,
data.
1869. Let's go back. How do you like the overlay? I did a little. I had it really on Monday when I had done a lot of playing around with creating some overlays, and the first one that I came up with was kind of over the top, and I needed to change. I needed to be a bit more minimalistic. This one, this kind of reminds me of a license plate holder. I got a very similar one going on for just chat, but it takes up the whole screen like this. Slightly different, but gets me something else going on. At least I think maybe all those people that come in trying to sell me their artwork, maybe they won't if they see that I've already got some. All right, what was that code? 1869. All right, here we go. 8, 6, 9. Oh, more things I'm going to want to pick up. That's at least 2. That's 1, 2. Any posters in here? No. All right, I got to drop 2 things. Or use 2 things. Is there a battery that's on? Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. And we'll drop the dead battery. And I guess drink another water. So I want the hat. And I want the little stuffed animal. One thing that are limited of in this game are cosmetics that you can decorate your bases with. And those are definitely a couple of them.
Integrating new PDA data.
All right. Wait, did I scan all the prawn suit parts that I needed to? Or is there one more? No, I got it. All right. Because it looks like I can go scan that one. But I don't need to. All right. Obviously, we are... Maybe I need to do it, what, more often? Maybe. That'll be easier to do when school starts back up. I can take a little bit of my time out of my day when I don't want to work. I don't know. Actually, I could tell you, I'm a health insurance salesman, and it's or agent, not salesman. Although it is kind of a salesman kind of thing. But it just has felt a lot lately like it's very hard to help. And earlier this week, I actually... Oh, ah! Where'd he go? I'm gonna scan that. There he is. I already killed it in one hit? Really? Why can't I scan it anymore? There. Ah!
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
We already know what did it. We're gonna go fix that right now.
The drive core shield sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
Oh, I need space to pick that up. Okay, what? I guess drink another water.
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level.
I am grateful my wife hasn't actually been upset about me. I think the only reason she's not upset about me trying to do this is that it gives her time to herself to go and watch her own shows or read her book, or just not being forced to spend time together watching a show together. Or of course that's still there's still the kids. Of course, my teenager just wants to be left alone. It's my tween, my son, that would just it tends to gravitate. If he doesn't have a device to be on, he he'd pretty much be dependent on her for something to do, which is something we need to work out of him. He needs to be able to entertain himself. Might have to sneeze here in a minute.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
So anyway, the problem with these mods, I went back to the mod manager and actually did a scan. Oh. And actually ran a check for updates, and there were a lot of there were at least 10 mods that I had in here that had updates available. Wow, there's a lot of them in here right now. Oh my gosh, I've never been that good with the knife before. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I've never had them all huddle in the same spot before. Maybe it's because of the blood. When I struck one, they could sense it. It'd be really interesting if they worked that out for the game developers to put that in there.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
But I don't know. I've got to figure some other games to play. I was just looking at some of them that had a decent amount of viewers and not so many people streaming. One of them's in my list. It's in my GOG library, called A Plague's Tale. That it looks kind of story driven, about a couple of siblings. Looks like it takes place during like the great I guess it's called the plague, or what was what was it called? What was the bubonic plague era? Wasn't the Black Plague? Looks like it might have been during that time. Yeah, so that looked like a possible. Google, the game, like I said, Stardew Valley was one that was recommended. Google, it's apparently on Google's list too, or at least Gemini's list for something to go play. But my problem with that is kind of the same problem with this. Is there might be a lot of fans, a lot of people that are playing it, but there's also a lot of people that are streaming it, and you have to stand out somehow. So I'm not entirely sure how to do that if I'm a person that doesn't even really want to play that game. Another one, well, the Google also suggested one called Dead Cells, which is a very old, like 90s style game. There's even an add-on for it that lets you go back and play it through the original levels of Castlevania. Which, that part actually sounds a little appealing to me. I'd have to actually stream that from my PlayStation, which I've been researching how to do. I do have the camera. That's actually what I'm using right now. I've got an adapter to use on the plate on the computer.
Integrating new PDA data.
I don't need to scan that. Oh man. Ah, something else to pick up. I'll drink another water. Well, I could see myself maybe playing that. I don't know how good it'll be. I mean, it seems to me like maybe it's some of the cutesy. I mean, I was actually kind of shocked at the number of people that are watching and playing Sims 4. Never my kind of thing. It's my wife's kind of thing, really. In fact, we were just talking about gaming. She said that if I were able to set that up on one of the other computers out there, she'd probably play it. And maybe I'll do that for all these times that where she's. But she was even trying. Now that I told her about Stardew Valley, she was looking it up to get it for her phone. And the only reason she didn't do it is it was going to cost her $7.
Integrating new PDA data.
What? I want to know the PDA data. I don't want my inventory. Oh. I'm not going to sit here and spend the time to go find it. I don't need any more water. Probably can't take that for a spin. All right. Do I have any? Well, yep, yeah, actually. And drop the bad one. Or dead one. Pick up the good one. There we go. Ah, can't carry anymore.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power. Unable to remotely download black box data.
A lot of batteries.
Exiting sleep mode. Loading voice recognition. Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer you identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
Hey, Berkeley. Install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion. Recalibrate sensors.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweaked the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know...
His name's Albert now.
Albert, I know it's not your fault, but it would really help me do my job if you'd bring me what I asked for. Thanks for your time.
I think I already have that poster.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
Thank you.
I do.
Now go away.
Entering hibernation mode.
Boss, this hobby of yours isn't making my job any easier. Or safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being so bored I take a spacewalk in my
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
Cargo bay code 1454. Okay. Cargo bay 3. All right. Wait, didn't we just come from that way? We did. Oh, we opened it from the other side. I should not have to come back here. All right. Oh, you probably stream your writing. I'll probably stream my writing for a while before I try gaming, and because I never got far in the games. And it's just, oh, it's a great excuse to actually play them. Um, I've always loved the gaming experience most of it is it's always it's the story driven stuff that I enjoy the most. Um, Usually science fiction or fantasy kind of style, but that doesn't have to be. I know that games like GTA don't really interest me. I mean, maybe it's just because you have to pretend, or you're. It's a matter of playing a game to be a bad person that I don't like. Even pretend I really would prefer not to be. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you can, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way as far as looking at there being other streamers and there's that there being them being competition. I know lately I've been watching a whole bunch and adding more that I follow. I know over the weekend there were two that I was helping out a lot. One with helping out with this game, the other helping out apparently newer to this than I am, helping her out with like camera settings or camera placement, audio, um, little tweaks and stuff like that. And hey, gotta follow her. She's like, thank you very much for your help. I'm like, it's no big deal. Just follow me, you know. And she's in Australia. I thought that's one of the weirdest things, is having these conversations or having these chats with people across the world, and that literally the other side of the world. Um, Really kind of cool. Then again, some of them you watch. One of them that I follow right now is from the Philippines, and one of the days when I joined the stream, there were looking back at the stream history or the chat history. There was somebody that was really being really kind of an ugly person to her because apparently she describes herself as uh, autistic, and this person was just saying some really nasty, derogatory things about autistic people, and I just why? Where is the sea moth? Go for a swim. Is it Elden Ring? Grim Dawn. Okay, I don't know that one. I think you've said it before. I know a lot of people are really enjoying Elden Ring. Did I add it to my list? I think I added it to my wish list. But I want to try and stick with games that I already have access to because there's a lot. There's got to be something in that list that apparently I actually already have access to Stardew Valley, but on the damn PlayStation, and that does not look like a game that I would enjoy with a controller. That looks like a point and click with a mouse kind of game. But I have Dead Cells on that too on the PlayStation. That does look like a controller game. So okay. You played any of the Fallout games? I was a fan of them since the first one. Whoa, okay. What was that? I mean, I saw that thing, but I don't think that's supposed to be here. Not in the shallows. Nothing is supposed to be in the shallows. Nothing dangerous. I noticed it before. I thought it went away. Oh. The original was a third-person, top-down, turn-based combat kind of a game, and I didn't mind that at the time. I actually, with the technology that was out there, that worked out pretty well. The only time it was really tedious is when you walk onto you call it a map, and walk into a scene, and there's a few dozen different characters that are going to enter that combat as soon as you start it. Then you've got to wait for each person to make their moves, and I think there was one map that was like that, and it was just a very tedious fight, the whole thing. And I don't think I want to be here. I'm going to go back to the island. Oh, wait, it's back. There it is. It's beautiful, but terrifying. I don't know how close I can get to it. Oh, it's headed straight for me. Not anymore. That's the biggest thing I've seen yet. Well, the whole thing isn't turn-based. It's only when you enter combat. The rest of it's real time. I mean, you're walking around. It's only the combat that's turn-based. But there was a whole bunch of stuff about those games that I used to. It's really what got me into the whole Fallout lore. I mean, the original was good. The second one was. The second one was just as good. It was. I think the map was bigger, so it was a longer game, and definitely not necessarily a game for kids, because there's all kinds of could be drug use in it. In Fallout 2 specifically, one of the places you could visit was they called it. I think it was the ruins of Reno. And of course, this is tiny little, maybe 8 to 16-bit graphics, so nothing was explicit. But they had one of the buildings you could visit in New Reno was, let's just say, an adult film set, and they were hiring for the job of a fluffer. I've seen that. Absolutely. Yeah, we watched that as a family. Even my daughter, even my teenager comes out to watch that. Or at least, did she? Did she watch this second season too? She's been getting into the habit of watching things by herself. Like if it's a show that we would watch, she's just not wanting to be out with the rest of us. She's like, the only time she does that anymore is on movie night. Every Friday we do some kind of a meal, like pizza or chicken wings or something that you can eat not at the table. And yeah, it's a good show. It brings the lore. Okay, here's the sneeze. It definitely shines more of a light on a bunch of the things that were on the lore that you maybe didn't necessarily have a lot of details for before. So yeah, It's definitely enjoy the show. Okay, we don't need to carry this many batteries on us, or those. We're gonna need to make it. Do I have any more titanium? Yeah. All right, let's put some more stuff away. I can actually go put those right onto the right onto the sea moth. What time are? Okay, we're what? 5 minutes left. Okay, good place to save it. And go into just chat for a moment. Yes, you can rename the lockers. And I don't usually use those kinds of lockers too much. There's another one that's kind of it's more of a glass front to it. Those and they hold a lot more, and all they take is one more piece of material, which is a quartz. So you use slightly more resources to build it, but it holds like twice as much. So I usually stick with those. The and then what I'll do is I'll separate them into groupings. I'll have 3 of them for metals, 3 of them for minerals, 3 of them for biological, things that I grow or things that came from an animal or something. And I'll put a little sign above it just to separate them. If I even, usually I could remember which one's which, but yeah, you could do that. Let's see. So yeah, Fallout 1, Fallout 2. There are characters. There's at least one character that you can follow from Fallout 1 to 2, and I think you can find him, or at least what's left of him, in Fallout 3, because Fallout 3 I think is like 200 years later. Long time, and it's across the country, and it's this ghoul named Harold that was a friend in the first game. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was had a big role in the second game. I think he might have. He might have still had a big role in the second game. But in the third game, somewhere off on one of the little corners on the map, um, or I should hold on. Let me back up. Harold, he was a ghoul, and he had a little bitty tree growing out of the top of his head. Just a tiny little bitty of a sapling or seedling in the first game, slightly bigger in the second game. But when you find him in Fallout 3, or was it Fallout New Vegas? It would make more sense if it was New Vegas. But I still think it was Fallout 3, way out there by DC. That he'd worked his way all the way out close to DC, and the tree had pretty much grown through him, and he was. I can't even remember if he could still talk, or if he was still technically living. But essentially, the Gree took over, and that's what he was. He was part of the landscape as a tree. But yeah, yeah, big fan of them. Some of them, I mean, the first and second ones, big fans, big fan. Let's see, 3, big fan. New Vegas and 4, I would rather have been able to resolve the end differently than they forced you to choose. There were no perfect endings to those. You couldn't. no matter which ending you chose, it was always hurting more than one faction. It was always like, for example, if you were trying to stay a friend of the Brotherhood of Steel and accomplish the main goal, you'd have to hurt like everybody else. You'd have to just do the Brotherhood missions and then complete it as a Brotherhood and whatever. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it and not be a villain in some way, and wasn't too fond of that. Yeah, some way, fashion, or form. But I mean, if you're really looking at what the Brotherhood is and what they stand for, maybe you shouldn't be all that. Maybe you shouldn't be all that upset that you destroyed that faction or that you harmed them in some way, because they're not exactly the really good guys. And we are at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to say it was nice talking to you again, and I hope that we can see each other again soon. You too.